Good evening, this is Darth Rabbit 07 coming at you again today with another quick review. This is a 1-2 punch provided by the chosen prime for this guy. And if you look closer on that label, you will see Larkin's Lair there. Also sent the part out, so that's no brainer who this guy could possibly be here in this package. So let's get this Turbomaster named Rotorstorm out of the package here real quick. Boom, there it is. Same old standard stuff like that. Boom. And then Larkin, on his Etsy shop, just got this out the door really quick to me, and so it's all here together. I'm gonna get it unboxed and show it off. Hang on one second, please. Thank you again for watching. And after watching several of the folks do the whole shebang here, I can't believe I'm actually doing this with this very, very fine looking piece. And I'm still in a little bit of shock. One second more. So again, I want to thank the Chosen Prime for rolling this piece out to me, and I want to thank the Rejecticon crew, Larkin's Lair, for giving me these awesome 3D printed proper blasters to give him the Turbomaster effect right out of the box. And I just really do love this siege mold, this old siege mold, and it's a really, really good mold for this guy. I like how they got all these like awesome, crazy effects in there with the colors and what have you. I like the way that Autobot symbol looks on the back of that right there. And then just how much, if you go look at pictures that they did this, to justice, and something I might try to do with mine if I get brave enough one of these days, or if the paint starts to wear like it did with my Siege Spinister, I might try to paint this the same kind of color eventually to make it one color underneath there. And I'm hoping that what they do when they get around to it, and this would be the perfect like Airwolf body, and then do like a Jim Michael Vincent kind of, I don't know, like head mask, like the old Airwolf helmet to do for the robot mode, and have that to where the stuff's modded to look just like the old helicopter from Airwolf. I think it's a Bel Air. I don't know the exact specific thing, but they should just take a model of the parts and change it accordingly, and give it the blasters that they had out there on the ends of the with the feet. They should have the feet look like this side, the way this sticks out. Anyway, I'll talk more about that here in a minute. I'm just geeking out about it. Thanks again for watching. And here's another really cool way that you can stack it up with Rotorstorm here. You can combine those together and have like some really good firepower for the playability of today. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed below, please do so below. I'm going to put a link in there where I found these guys to if you guys are interested in getting those awesome upgrade blasters and thrusters for the helicopter mode. Outside of that, I also will link back to link hopefully to get you your own Rotorstorm. Thanks again for watching. Thanks to all those who subscribe. I'm going to get this guy into his helicopter mode and geek out about some Airwolf possibilities. And here's what I was talking about with Rotorstorm. He looks like he's got some bend in the helicopter blades there, and it spins around totally good like it did in the Siege mold of Spinister. Don't really care for how we had to scrape the bottom there, but what I may end up doing is either painting this all that same color just to kind of be uniform on the bottom there, if I get brave enough to paint it, just to kind of give it the uniformity and not a faux cockpit. And it'll be a little asymmetrical in robot mode, but then this just looks really cool, and this other part back here in the back will double for the cockpit in robot mode. I like that they did that to begin with. And like what I was saying is that if they go to make this mold into an Airwolf, they could retool these things and perhaps have it set back further back to be those little boosters on the back end of it these things, the feet could be redesigned to actually have the weapons, poking out right here, the machine guns that, be able to, pop out and do the other armaments on the bottom there. It's got a flight post, but I would think it'd be really easy to do that, and then have this be a different piece even on the bottom, retooled into the smoothness of the abdomen of the helicopter per se, or the fuselage there. And I think it'd be just a really cool Airwolf, and or Blue Thunder if you keep the boxiness of this thing. I think this is more of even another good mold to use for Blue Thunder with the retool pieces. But anyway, do the Roy Scheider head helmet with the robot, and or do the helmet of Jan Michael Vincent for the head for this, if they did that whole route, whatnot, and make it all slick and whatnot, and give it the streamlined look of Airwolf. I think that'd be the perfect mold, because it has the best articulation in my book. Let me get this thing paused, and I'll stop rambling about some 1980s crossovers and get this showed off with Larkin's 3D printed and the other weapons. Just a moment, please. And here's the 3D printed thrusters added on to great effect, and I just think this looks really, really super awesome and boss. Thanks again to Larkin for getting these out so quickly the other day. And it's like I said, like they shipped the stuff from Chosen Prime, and it has come across the desert there from Mesa, Arizona, and Larkin's stuff coming from Hawaii actually almost beat this to get into the house, which was kind of showing you how bad our mail system is messed up in the mainland there. And just a huge thank you again to both Chosen Prime and to Larkin's Lair for getting this to where I have an excellent, Rotorstorm piece, faithful Turbomaster, to show off here amongst my other figures and whatnot. And then I got to geek out a lot about the Airwolf concept, that I could see them doing this and just anyway, and or some Blue Thunder. Just hope that that's something that they show off here in the next couple of weeks, moving forward with the crossover line. Just get to see more of the Top Gun Maverick, and maybe some of those pics earlier were mistransformed, and see a better transformation of that, and some better coloring and or some weathering with it. Like to hopefully get a hold of a Gigawatt instead of have the same debacle that they had earlier, which is almost like the same kind of debacle if you're going for a PS5 right now. It is really not winning people over here lately with the way they're releasing stuff, and hopefully that'll straighten out and what have you, and things will calm down. We'll see though. As far as Rotorstorm, I highly recommend it. Also give this a try here. These guys are really awesome on there, and I'm going to go a step further and do what Larkin did, and I believe he painted the back of them to match the rest of this. I'm going to go watch his video again, but definitely consider that whenever you're purchasing Rotorstorm, getting that extra bit from Larkin and the Rejecticons. And thanks again for all those who watches these videos, and this has just been a really fun time being able to collect and get all these really, really cool obscure characters through the Generation Select line. And anyway, if you guys want to comment below, let me know your thoughts on the craziness of the Generation Selects. Got Hubcap coming in on Tuesday, and there should be some more stuff as we go along. And I actually found a couple of their other Wave 1 G.I. Joes, so now my Joe side's filling out. I just like Scarlet, and I actually got lucky and snagged a Gung Ho the other day at Target. So, alright, that's some upcoming stuff, previews of more video quick reviews, and thanks again to all that has watched, commented, subscribed, the shebang, and thank you again. It means so much. Have an excellent, safe weekend. Till all are one.